All right. So we kind of have some information in regards to the new Elation characters, Sparksy and Yao Guang. Initially, right now though, we have information that at the time of this recording, which is on the 4th, the test beta server is going to be starting January 6th. So the day this is going out, the beta testing has already started. Whether or not it confirms my theories and ideas is yet to be seen. So moving over here, this is information that we currently have in regards to 4.0. Obviously, we're going to be getting a new world. We're going to be getting 2 new characters. We know that. A new relic set is what we're going to be getting. That's new information. We have 2 new 4-star light cones, 2 more 3-star light cones, a royal May skin, and then buffs. And then we also have Sparksy and Yao Guang joining the Express. I don't know necessarily if that is true because of the fact they are following the path of Elation and all of that stuff. The key thing here, though, is that we have a new dice-themed event and mode. And this could just be like on a generic tabletop. But something I want to talk about is the fact of what these characters are going to be doing. Based off of additional leaks, we have that Yao Guang is going to be the core support for Sparksy alongside Saridra, and that these two will be staple for future Elation DPS when paired together. Now, the reason why I am bringing this up and why I think that Elation has probably have been found out without us even knowing. And granted, this is new information, kind of new information, because of the fact that when we got into 3.0, we didn't know anything about remembrance. We didn't have any pre-build up to it. The only thing that we somewhat had was Lightning Lord, that being, I guess, and Numby, two additional quote-unquote summons that were alongside the task bar. But just recently we had an Elation event where we had additional damage just being dealt on just randomly, either that being because of Sparkle's mask, some coins, or some wind damage and ice damage spears kind of thing. And what I think is going to end up happening with Elation, because another thing to note based off of these 2 splash arts is if you look down the left, when it shows the actual element that the characters are, not the path that they're following, but the actual element, normally physical would be white, but we have a blue background. And then over here, the fire would normally be red, but it's purple. I do think that, you know, they are going to be doing interesting things. I think 2 separate things are possibly going to be happening. The first is, like I previously mentioned, the Elation event we just recently had, in that we had just random damage being dealt at the end of each turn, based off of a specific set of circumstances you needed to accomplish first. So that's option 1, what I think these characters are going to be doing, and providing buffs of the sort. But based off of the color on their actual element, now I could be crazy here, but I might be onto something, is that they aren't going to be dealing the normal type damage, but the color difference is going to be key and paramount for what they're going to be doing, because we know Elation from the Eon Aha is full of laughter and just doing stuff that's just fun and unique. I mean, heck, look at Sparkle that we already have in the game. Not the SP Sparksy, but actual Sparkle. She does a lot of crazy shit, right? And I do think that that's going to be a very key component in the Elation Path, and why it is going to be very unique and very fun. More fun and entertaining, honestly, than Remembrance, which was pretty boring, just summoning a character, another unit, and then that's pretty much it. I do think Elation is going to take it to a 1 step up. And it's going to be important to note that the color of the actual element is going to play a key factor into what these characters are going to be doing.